Hello, this is Keith with the Georgetown County School District, and it is time again for the Hour of Code. Now, the Hour of Code this year is December 3 through 9, 2018. And so what I want to show you is how to go in, sign in, and create an account and register your students. So I'm going to go to this page. Now here is the site where you can actually go into be able to sign in. I'll have it in an email that I'm going to send out to you all anyway. So I'm going to click sign in. And if you've already done this before, you can sign in. If you remember your credentials, forgot your password, you can ask for it here. Or create an account if this is your first time participating or leading a class. So I'm going to go ahead and see it signed in to mine. And click sign in. Alright, so over here it gives me some options to create some things, review all my projects. Right here is where I can go and do my account settings or sign out. And what I want to do is scroll down on this one. Now I've got several in here you'll see already from some previous classes that I'd set up. So we're going to add a new classroom section, just going right here. We're going to create a section. Now if you've got students that are very young, you might want to use picture logins. That's where they'll identify a picture when they use for their password. Students that are a little older, and I would really say grades 6 through 12, can use Word logins. If you want to let them use their own personal login, you can do that. The problem with that is that if they change it and forget it, then you have to go back in and recreate an account for them. So I would use this. That way you've got a record of the password. So I'm going to name this. I'm going to name it by the teacher's name, and then I'm going to space it, and I'm going to say the year is 2018, and it's the hour of code for 2018, and I'm going to say this is third period. And you can name it any way you want to, as long as you can go back in and find it and find the year and the time of day or the class period of day that you did it. Or you might even want to put during your ELA class or social studies class. Just depends on how you decide you want to do it at your school. I'm going to choose grade 7, and I'm going to select the course. Now you'll want to go in and look at all the course descriptions first. Just a good starter course for most folks in grades 3 and up is course 4. And there's some other great stuff that you can do, and they don't have to be limited to that. I would just say start them there, and then they can go off to other things as they go. So I'm going to choose course 4 for now. And then this next option is paired programming. We did this a lot in the past when we had students that had to share devices. Now we're basically one-to-one, and so we don't need that. So I'm going to just turn that part off and say no, we're not going to use shared devices, and I'm going to click save. Okay, now it gives me that class period here, and it gives me the option to add students. Now when I add students and click that, I'm going to add the first student. And you can choose the age. If not, it will give them an option to add their age later and their gender. But I would not even worry about doing that. I'd let them do it. The secret will be automatically generated, and I'm going to click add. Now you'll see that one person's name, that's my login. And if I wanted to show my secret password for this one, I would click it, and there's track, draw. That is my secret password that I would use to get into this particular class. I'm going to hide that one. And I could actually reset this one if I wanted to. Alright, so that's the way I'll do that. Now, but look at this. I don't want to add just one student at a time. I'm going to add multiple students. So I've got a list that I've already created over here, and I'm just going to copy those, or you can pull it off of your PowerSchool or any other list that you already have. So I'm going to add multiple students, and I'm just going to type them in. And see, done. And it's got all of them in, and they can again add their age. Secrets will be automatically generated. I'm going to say save all, and now it will give them everybody's names that are already in here. Now what you'll be able to do from there is you'll come down here and you will go to print out cards with your students' login information. You'll click there. And students can either sign in by doing this, going to code.org/join, and they type in their code of their thing, or the easiest way to do it is for you to print out the login cards, and I would print out 2 copies, one for you to cut and give to your kids, and one for you to hang on to, so if they lose theirs, then they will be able to recover it. So I'm going to go into Barney Fife's, and here's his password, drop forward. And so what the students would do is they would be able to go into right here and copy this. And I'm just going to click and go to it. And when you get to there, you'll be able to find they will be able to find their name. Now let me back that up, because if you want them to go to the code, you could just put this in your Google Classroom and they could click on here and enter this code and go into it, or you could go to here, because you'll see that all of them are the same, and they can just go to that and go straight to it. So I'm going to go back to it one more time. We'll highlight it and go to it. Then now you'll get to see what it looks like on the student side. So let's see, there's Barney. And what did we say his code was? It was drop forward. Let me come back over here and I'm going to type it in just like he had it. Drop space forward. And click sign in. Now here's where it was going to ask their age. So they're going to be, I don't know, 11, 12, something like that in the 7th grade. They'll continue. And now they get to all their activities. Now here are the unplugged activities. Here are the activities where you can sort of keep progress along with what they got going on. And you'll be able to do that from your teacher page. And so let's see, if I go to Maze and the Bee, that's the first one that I want to do. It's telling me just to avoid the TNT. And so I'll say OK. So now students have to remember that this is the perspective they have to look at. Is this little bird is looking straight ahead. He wants to get to the pig. He's not going to the right. He's looking straight ahead. You understand and follow what I'm saying? So I'm going to say I want to go straight ahead 1. So I'm going to move forward and I'm going to drag this block over, put it in. And then when I click run, he'll move forward 1 time. Then he's going to turn left, not up. He's going to turn left. And then he's going to do what? Move forward again. Then he's going to turn right. And he's going to move forward again. Okay, so if I click run now, on left, up, right. And it'll just show me that I just wrote 5 lines of code. Now, if I want to actually see what it looks like, I can click here, and that's what the actual code will look like in JavaScript. I'm going to X out here, and it'll take me to the next puzzle. All right, so if I want to go back to my particular teacher page, and let's see if I can get back to there. Okay, so what I've done now is gone back. Let me go back and view all my sections like I was going to try to do just a moment ago. Here's the class period that I just created. So if I go back to this classroom sections page and click here, it'll bring up all the names of the students in that particular course. And here's where Barney Fife was working. You can see where he was working a little bit ago. This shows he's in progress. It's completed. It's perfect. You know, it'll give you all those kind of things. So if I click on it, it'll show me that he has completed stage 1 of Maze and Bee. Once he or she completes all 9, then you will see it turn solid green here. So that's the way you can sort of keep up with what's going on. So I hope this has helped you, and I think that you will enjoy Hour of Code. If you have done it before, I know that you did. And remember, after the Hour of Code gets started in December 3 through 9, I will send you a Google form where you can start recording and keeping up with the time that you spend in Hour of Code. Don't forget about some of the great unplugged activities that you can do as lesson starters in the subject areas as well. Hope this has helped. Enjoy your Hour of Code.